Hello everyone, this is Dr. Gurumurthy, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Magadi. Today we discuss about examples of GST. The examples of GST are workouts problems on GST classified into three areas. One is time of supply and place of supply. Second area known as transactions value and the calculation of output tax. Third area calculation of input tax and ITC adjustment. However, input tax here manually we cannot calculate. Automatically it generates ITR 2A. But for the purpose of understanding, we'll work out some more examples how ITC can adjust while by paying GST. Let us discuss with example one by one. Problems on supply of goods. Supply of goods and services. Here we are focused on time of supply of goods. That is very important. The time of supply of goods, the following conditions need to bear in the mind. First one is date of receipt of goods. Second, date of payment. Third, date of invoice. Very important. The receipt of goods means a day in which you were taken delivery of the goods. The date of payment may be different date. Date of invoice may be different date. Whichever is earlier, we should take into account for determining time of supply. If it is not possible to determine time of supply with above this information, then accounting entry, the date of accounting entry or ledger entry or entered in the books, that should be considered as time of supply for non-continuous supply. For continuous supply, date of issue of statement of accounts or receipt of payment, the payment date will be continued as a date of time of supply. That is a payment date or issue statement. In case any advance received, advance is not a invoice, it is a voucher, not taken into account, it is a payment date. Be careful about this. Now example 1, let us discuss one by one. Non-continuous supply. Date of receipt of goods on 15th May 2019. Date of invoice 1st June 2019. Date of entry in books of the receiver 18th May 2019. Here is, there are three dates are there. Whichever is earlier date, we have to determine time of supply. That is known as 15th May is the receipt of goods. Then invoice generated 1st June. Then entry in the books of the receiver. Entry in the books of the receiver is known as 18th May. The payment date is not given. Maybe the same date may be payment date also. Whichever is earlier. Whichever is earlier. Here is known as 15th May 2019. 1st June 2019 is a invoice date. That is a receipt date. And entry 18th May. The earlier date is 15th May 2019 is the earlier date. Hence, the time of supply is considered as 15th May 2019. The second example, ABC Limited sold goods to DEF Limited on 20th 4 2019 for 50,000 plus GST and removed the goods from the warehouse for making supply to DEF Limited on the same day, means 20th for 2019. Invoice was issued on 20th for 2019. The payment was received 18 for 2019. 18 for 2019. Okay. You have to take 3 days. One is date of sold or remove the good from the warehouse. Both are same date. 20th April 2019. Invoice is The same date 20th 4 2019. Invoice also same date, but payment 18 4 2019. Whichever is earlier, that is the payment. After the payment received, goods supplied to the DEF dealers. Hence, the earlier date is 18 4 2019. Next example, Mr. Aishwarya Enterprise, a supplier of cement, has supplied 1000 cement bags of value 300 each to Miss Best Constructions Private Limited. The invoice for the same was issued on 5/2/2019 and the payment was received 18/2/2019, the time of supply. Fine. Here is date of invoice. You should be taken into account 5/2/2019 and date of payment is 18/2/2019. Here only two informations are given. One is invoice date, other one is payment date. Therefore, whichever is earlier is 18/5/2019 is the earlier date. This is for time of supply. Example 4. Determine the time of supply of goods in each following independent cases. In accordance with the provisions of sections 12 of CGST Act 2017, in case supply involves movement of goods. These are the different dates are given. 1/7/2019, second transactions, date of removal from the godown. Each transaction is treated as a independent. 1/7/2019 is a date of removal from goods from godown. Date of invoice is 2/7/2019. Date when goods made available to receive 3/7/2019. Date of payment is 15/7/2019. There are four dates are there. One is remove date, another one is invoice date, third one is the date when the goods made available to receipt, and fourth one is date of payment, which is the earlier date. Therefore, in the first case is known as independent, and then date of removed 1/7, date of invoice 2/7, then date of receipt 3/7, date of payment is 15/7. The earlier date is known as 1/7/2019. The goods removed from the godown. Therefore, the earlier date is or time of supply is known as 1/7/2019. Come to the second transaction. The second transaction is 3/7/2019 for the date of remove, date of invoice 1/7/19, and date when goods made available 4/7/19, date of payment 25/8/2019. All the four dates you write in a column and a row, then you find which is the earlier date. Therefore, 1/7/2019 is the earlier date, that is date of invoice is the earlier. Therefore, the time of supply is 1/7/2019. Third case is known as 4/8/2019, then again 4/8/2019, and 6/8/2019, and 1/7/2019. However, in this case, 1/7/2019 is the earlier date, that becomes time of supply. Example 5. Determine the time of supply of the goods in each of the following cases. Each moment is a case treated as an independent. Now, date of invoice, date of receipt, date of payment. For case 1, 2/10/19, 3/10/19, and 15/10/19. These are the different dates are given for date of invoice, receipt, and payment. And cases 2 also. Let us discuss this in with the help of hypothetical or with solution. Date of invoice is 2/10, date of receipt is 3/10, date of payment is 15/11. Which is earlier date? 2/10 is earlier date, very simple. Case 2, date of invoice 4, date of receipt 1/10, date of payment 25. 1/10 is earlier. Case 3, 4/11/19, 6/11/19, 1/10/11, 1/10/19. Whichever is earlier date, 1/10/2019. Very simple. Next, problem on supply of service. If there is come to the service, supply of service. We already discussed the issues relating to supply of service. There are two important aspects need to bear in the mind. Invoice should be raised within 30 days. For others, for the financial is 45 days. We have to discuss the examples. We have to take into account these are the rules. Case 1. Each case is treated independently. 10/11/2019 is the date of actual provision of the service. Very good. Date of invoice is 30/11/2019. Date of payment is 15/12/2019. Look at that. The difference, the date, provision of the service and date of invoice, the duration is 30. Within 30 days, yes, within 30 days, invoice is generated. Therefore, we are not taking into account date of actual provision of the service. Now we are comparing date of invoice and payment date. Why means date of invoice is generated within 30 days from the date of actual provision of the service. Actual provision of the service is 10/11. Therefore, that 1 month means 10/12/2019. Therefore, before that 30th/11 only their invoice is generated. Hence, we are ignoring date of actual provision of service in this case. Just we are comparing these two, 30th/11/2019 and 15/12/2019, whichever is earlier. 30th/11/2019 is the date of service. Now examples. Okay, all the details are given in this known as date of issue of invoice or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. In this case, we are examining all these. Whichever is early date. Okay, if they are not, everything is discussed. Everything is discussed in theory. Case 1. Issued invoice within 30 days from the date of service, that is before 10/12/2019. Now we compare the date of invoice and date of payment, whichever is earlier. The time of supply is 30/11/2019. Second case, date of service is at 10/11/19. Date of invoice is 30/11/19. Date of payment is 15/11/19. However, once again, date of service and date of invoice, you just first compare these two. Date of service and date of invoice within 30 days. Yes, you should take into account date of invoice. Date of invoice and date of payment you compare. Earlier date is known as date of payment is there. 15/11/2019 is the earlier date, is the time of service. First you compare date of provision of the service and date of invoice. You comparison date of invoice is issued within 30 days. Then you take date of issue of invoice and payment. You comparing for determining time of supply of service. Case 3. 10/11/2019 is the date of service. Date of invoice is 30/11/2019. Date of payment is 15/11/2019 part payment and 10/11/2019 is the remaining payment is there. Here is known as first you compare date of service and date of invoice. If you comparing these within 30 days from the date of service, invoice is issued within 30 days from the date of service. Hence, now we have to take into account date of the service. In date of the service is 30 invoice 30/11/2019 because 30 days earlier issued the invoice. Then you compare with the payment. There are payment is two-part payment is there. Date of invoice and date of payment. Now we comparing. Okay, comparing whichever is earlier time of supply. Hence, 15/11/2019 and 10/11/2019. This is known as earlier date compared to date of invoice. Hence, the date of supply is considered as known as 15/10 and 10/11. The earlier date is known as 10/11. You have to take in consider as known as date of supply of service. The fourth case is 10/11/2019, the date of service. 30th/11/2019, date of invoice, and 6/11 and 9/11 is the two-part payments are given. First, you try to compare date of service and date of invoice. You compare these two, whichever is early means within 30 days. You are comparing within 30 days invoice are issued from the date of supply. Hence is known as within 30 days invoice is issued. Hence, we take into account date of invoice. Then the payment date is comparing with this. Payment date is earlier 6/11 and line 11 is the date of supply of service. Example 7. Date of invoice 15th May 2018. Date of receipt of payment 10/11/18. Date when supply recorded in the books is 11/2018. In this case, date of provision of service is not there. Only invoice date is there, receipt is there, record is there. Under such cases, we have to compare date of invoice is 15, date of receipt is 10, and then date when the supplier record the books is 11 July 2018. The earlier date is 15th May 2018 would be taken into account time of supply. Example 8. This is once again remaining is there. Okay, each cases is considered differently. There are 3 cases are there. Here is date of service 10/3/2019, date of invoice is 3/11/2019, and date of payment is 6/11/2019 and 6/11/2019. There are 2 payments are made in the same day, 16th and 6th month, same month. Under this cases, first you compare date of service and date of invoice. The invoice is within 30 days from the date of service. Check. How you can check these? 30 days means 10/11 to 30 days means 10/12. Oh, before that is 11 month is there. Earlier date. No, within 30 days. Hence, you take into account invoice and payment date, whichever earlier. Payment date is 6/11 and 16/11. The earlier date is known as 6/11 and 16/11. The date of time of service considered. Like in case of 2 also, same example. In case of invoice is not given here. Date of service is given. Date of invoice is also issued. Date of payment is also given. But date of service is 10/11. Invoice issued, it is a more than 1 month. 12/12. Okay, if it is a 10/12 means within 30 days. Even more than the 30 days. Hence, we are take into account date of service and payment date. Comparing the date of service and date of payment, we have to compare, not invoice. Earlier date is known as it is 10/11/2019 should be taken into account for time of supply. Date of service is once again 10/11, 12/12 once again. Payment is 5/11 and 25/12. Here is different payments are there. In these cases also, date of invoice issued is more than 30 days. Hence, now we are comparing date of service and payment date. Here is payment date. Therefore, is earlier is 5/11/2019 considered as time of supply. 5/11 and it should be. Next is fourth case is also known as once again same 10/11 earlier date is there. Therefore, more than 30 days comparing these two, date of invoice, date of service, date of payment. Date of service is 10/11/2019. Date of invoice is 22. Therefore, more than 1 month. Hence, we compare date of service and date of payment. Here is date of service is earlier date. Hence, the time of service of supply is known as 10/11/2019. Next, Ganesh render service a value of rupees 4,50,000 on 25/7/2019. The date of issue of invoice is 1/8/2019. He has already received in advance 75,000 on 18/7/2019. Balance amount received on 15/8/2019. What is the date of supply? Very good. Time of supply, not a service, time of supply. In this problem, here is invoice has been issued within 30 days from the date of provision of the service. It is relating to service only. Therefore, we have to take into account invoice and payment. Thus, the time of supply is earlier of the date of invoice or the date of receipt of payment. The payment advance 75,000 is received. The time of supply would be the receipt of payment on 18/7/2019 for the remaining amount 3 lakh, whatever that is remaining amount of 3,74,000 which has been paid after issuing in invoice. The time of supply would be the date of invoice. The date of invoice is 1/8/2000 1/8/2019. Why? Because we are not taking into account advance. Advance is not a invoice. Advance is only a receipt. Here is the payment date is known as 15/8/2019 and invoice date of invoice is known as 1/8/2019. Compare these two. 1/8/2018 is the earlier date. Time of supply and the reverse charges will be continue in our next slide, next video.